And Greg's back. Hey there, beer tubers. Welcome back to
Yay.
Maxwell Star and the Beer Patrol and Greg and Basement Beer Reviews and Mr. Ash. And we're all here and we're drinking beer. And this is the last Wednesday hangout before my trip to Ontario for the 2018 Albino Rhino Beerfest. Yeah, I'm excited.
Woo.
As I was just explaining to Greg, I'm flying into on Toronto at about, I think my flight gets in at 10:10 at Toronto Pearson.
So you expect me to pick you up at that late hour, Nick? You know, some of us are sleeping, trying to get our beauty sleep because we have work the next day. And you're just like, oh, come pick me up. I'm Nick.
Yeah, but you offered.
Does Wes?
That's not the point.
I think Chris Vollen told me.
It's too bad you didn't. I don't know if you did look into it, but flying in and out of Hamilton.
Fine, I'll give him the key. He can come here and he can snuggle with you in the bed.
Hey, I'm up for that. Maybe Chris can come get me on Wednesday. And we can cuddle. Greg's the look on his face.
I just don't know because I like my beauty sleep, so I may just have you sleep with my wife that night. I don't want anyone to sleep with me.
You get one of those facial cream masks, like with the cucumbers over your eyes or something.
Wow.
Why isn't you sleep with you? I say you can sleep with my wife, and automatically you go to facial.
Facial cream. Yeah, facial cream.
Well, you were talking about getting your beauty sleep, and hey, Ethan, how you doing?
Speaking of facial,
Good.
You're kind of waving like a dog.
Yeah.
I don't even see him.
I just tapped the last of my New England IPA, so this is it right here.
Very nice.
So,
Doesn't
I was trying to
hazy.
brew. Time for another brew video.
It's so weird. I don't see Ethan at all.
Yeah, it's super crystal clear.
Oh, there he is.
It's like a lager. Look at that.
I'm drinking something that Leo like, maybe. Two Crows,
Put on
Pollyanna.
your 3D glasses now.
Yeah, that's all right.
Wild
I
of
think
Northeast.
I think my favorite from them is still the Lies.
Lice or something.
Yeah, so how do you pronounce that so I don't look like an idiot more so than I already do when I do the review?
I have no
From
idea.
what I understand, from what I understand, it's supposed to be Lies.
Lies?
Yes.
Yeah, Lies.
Because I just thought, like you say, Vice, right? So I thought Lice would be the way to go, but yeah, Lies, yes. Should be interesting.
That's the table beer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's probably the one I'm most interested in getting into just because table beers are a rare commodity in North America.
Very obscure style.
Mm-hmm. Well, you got Lagunitas Dark Swan. That's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet. Where did you get? When did it just come out, Ethan?
Actually, it came out like almost 2 weeks ago, I think.
Yeah.
So they put it in singles finally, so I picked up one. So,
Nice.
I just saw a KY Brew review. Those Kentucky guys, they did a review of it. So I was kind of interested to try it. I also picked up a couple 4-packs of Fatheads and Mad Trees collab beer, Lupulin Effect.
Yep, I saw that.
Oh, you saw it too up there?
No. I mean, I saw that they released it. We don't get.
Oh yeah. Well, I was talking to Alex Fisher, one of the guys that owns the store, and he was telling me, he was talking to the rep and how hard it was just to get a case of it because I picked up the last 2 4-packs of it, and I was like, should I pick up the other one? Just be a dick and like not let anybody else have it. And I was just like, yeah, I'll pick it up, whatever. So I was hoarding it all for myself, pretty much.
Unbelievable.
Ethan's
be
become
savage.
one of those people, man.
I followed the truck around.
It's not, it's not fucking Mad Max Road Warrior yet, Ethan. You can share a little bit. With
Warming
people,
up.
you know.
Warming up.
There can be an end to the horror.
No more bloodshed. Just give us the gasoline.
And we will let you go.
Indeed.
All right, humongous.
I'm having a lunch money something or other by Collective Arts.
Ooh.
That's their.
It's
It's just.
Yeah, it's a pale. I just saw it. I haven't had it before. It's okay.
So did
It's okay
they
for
call it
4.8%.
that just so some asshole can go, hey kid, give me your lunch money?
No, that is actually their.
beer.
That is their old stash. Their stash beer. And that's what it is. It's Stash Ale. They just rebranded it.
The stash I may have had before.
Yeah, it's the exact same beer. They didn't change it.
You know what's crazy
Well,
about
it's still another untapped. So,
Huh.
Yeah, no one cares. What's interesting about Collective Arts, though, is they're like everywhere in the States now.
Really, eh?
Yeah, I've seen it in people reviewing it in Wisconsin, in Massachusetts,
Wow.
Pennsylvania. Like I don't know who they're distributing with in the U.S., but it's getting around, which is crazy. Like IPA number 5,
like Midwest / East.
Yeah,
Eastern
it's usually northeastern, but it's spreading through the Midwest, so it's interesting to see.
Great. Can't wait for the Thomas Metal Racist review of some Collective Arts beer. It'll be good stuff.
Not that I've been particularly trying hard to look for it, but I have not seen that, whatever the one is, hazy IPA from Collective Arts. I've still not been able to find that.
Life in the Clouds?
Life in the Clouds?
Yeah, I've not been able to find that. But
wow, that's crazy. It's been here for like a couple months.
I just check for it every time in an LCBO.
Fuck, it's coming here for fuck's sake. I'm going to get it here in Beer Wasteland or semi-Beer Wasteland.
Oh, send me a can, Nick.
Fuck, it's coming here for fuck's sake. That's what she said.
This beer almost tastes like a cider.
Infected.
So something went wrong.
So yeah, effectively something did not work out.
But it's been sitting in the keg for like 2 months now, but still, that shouldn't. Yeah.
Hey, Lee, are you able to get good robot stuff where you're at?
Good robot?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. All right, well, I'll see if I can get another can of this, but I got a can of Good Robots. Tom waits for no one.
Oh, nice. It's based purely on the name that I'm intrigued.
Yeah. Well, it's a strong stout from Good Robot, so 7.9%. I only have the one can, but I mean, if I can find another one, I'll find one.
What LCBO do you go to, Greg?
Well, my local LCBOs in Mississauga, a few in Toronto. Just like I said, I haven't really even looked for it.
No, you literally have not, based on the LCBO website, because it's seriously everywhere in ample amounts. Like
he laments about going 5 minutes from his house.
I expect to see it on a shelf when I'm at my local LCBOs, and I go to a couple big LCBOs, and I haven't seen it.
Well, what is the big LCBO you go to? What's the address of it, or what street is it on?
I don't know what the address is. The Dixie and Dundas.
Dix Avenue.
Here, Joel, I'll send my postal code to you.
All right, do it.
Look it up
Just go on the LCBO website. Look up Dixon Dumbass LCBO.
Just a picture of Greg with a dumb smile on his face. I got it.
Pretty much. We do have some comments here. Andrew Watts says, "Guys, so what is it? Got to get to bed early morning at P&G tomorrow." As we said, I think you're again asking what the beer is for BA 101 next week. There probably is not going to be a BA 101 next week. So
most likely not going to be one next week.
Yeah, because they'll be all at the Beerfest and the fucking they'll be at Chris's up on the 10th doing a bottle share, getting drunk off their asses.
Next week's the week.
Yeah,
one we've all been waiting for.
So we have Craig in here in the comments saying, "Hey panelists,
hey Craig,
hello fellow kids,
flannelists." Saying we all wear flannel shirts.
That's that's kind of bigoted and racist, really. Stereotyping people up north. Rod J's in here says, "Sup, gents." Hello, Rod. Raining on Your Parade says, "Looks like Innocent Gun is stepping back up their game. The Irish stout that hit the shelf a few weeks ago was drinkable, and I picked up the Bourbon Barrel Scotch Ale last night. Very good. At least they're putting the beer in barrels again."
Huh. Is that the Irish Stout? Is that Kindred Spirits? Tullamore Dew one?
Maybe.
The closest one for you is in Mississauga on Greg on Service Road. They have 84 in stock. I don't know how close that is to you, but that's the closest one.
No, that's actually halfway between my house and my parents' house. That's actually a pretty convenient location.
Well, there you
I
go.
haven't checked that one. All right, thank you, Joe. I'll go and get some there.
Thank you, Joe, for doing something he literally could have done if he wasn't a lazy fuck and could open another tab in his browser.
He has trouble opening his eyes, so I figured I'd help him out.
This is true. Thank you, Joe.
He's about as adept at finding beer as my children are at finding their tablets and toys. So.
That sounds like Greg. Yeah, that sounds like Greg.
I am basically a giant child, right, babe? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's no hesitation there. It was like, yeah.
Yep.
I like to
also
spoon-fed things, especially titties.
Oh my god. Okay, so I just want to say we're running on your parade. I like how he said they stepped up their game, and then he said it was drinkable. So now it's come to the point where stepping up their game means I'm not going to drain pour it. Like I can finish.
I can consume this.
Yeah, like I'm going to drink this and not hate my life. So.
Okay, now Andrew Watts wants to know what's coming up in 2 weeks on BA 101.
We won't know it. So this is the thing, Andrew. Next week, I think Nick wants to do a live show from Chris's place, and somewhere between that.
It all depends. If York does show up and that runs late, we might be at a bar. But
okay, so Nick is going to do a live show next week on Wednesday when Ewart doesn't show up. And then what's going to happen is maybe he'll mention it, or by the time he gets back home early in the week, because he's going to have access to a lot of different beers in Ontario, in the Western York area, and who knows what he picks up. But as of right now, there is no.
Yeah, when I'm in Ontario, I'll be looking for stuff that I can bring back for Beer Analysis 101 over the next month or two.
Yep.
Because I mean, if I've got access to stuff up there, and we got a much broader selection than what we have in common between NB Liquor and in Ontario. And that's why a lot of the beer choices here we have are Ontario-centric, is because half the panel's from Ontario.
And we will try to do an ice beer at some point. We can't discriminate. Yeah. It has to be. We have to do everything.
Like you were asking before, Molson Dry is definitely on our list. Like, because I can get that here, and that's actually good to know.
Yeah,
it's actually a budget beer here. It's as expensive as Apple.
We should just do Colt 45 and do the entire hangout within 10 minutes because we're going to chug the bottle.
That would be fat. That would be...
a 10-minute label out chug.
I could get the 40 of that. I don't know about 40 ounces of that in 10 minutes. I might be feeling like the gauntlet for
Colt 45. We just do shout-outs.
If we do Colt 45, we're not pouring in glasses, right? Like we got to drink straight from the...
No, it's right to the bottle.
Or the can, or the bottle or the can or whatever.
I hear a lot of this too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just be like, just shout out to Tiny Tim, Roof Shitter, and Opeed, and all those other guys.
Tiny Tim passed away.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Tiny Tim. Joe, come on.
I'm sorry, man. Sorry, dude.
Couple fuck you dwarfs.
Yeah, fuck you,
Dwarf form. The dwarf. Who's gonna
foam?
Dwarf foam. It's gonna be a lot of dwarf foam if we chug it. There's gonna be all of it. It's gonna be dwarf foam.
Definitely no Reggieing the label.
That fucking piece of shit, Falstaff Brewing and fucking Steel Worldwide. Fuck that cunt. Falstaff. Pick up your mask, you pussy.
He said. Then Andrew Scott said, "Okay, Nick, come to Brantford so we can have a beer."
You bring the beer, Nick. He'll bring the knife and the basement to beer you in.
Come to Lake Erie next weekend. Not this weekend, but next weekend.
Excuse me, Lake Erie.
Lake Erie, Ridgeway.
Ridgeway is not exactly on Lake Erie, but
get
it's
on
close.
Get on the other side of Lake Erie.
Okay, Fort Erie.
Yeah, Fort Erie, but still, it's not Ridgeway. Fort Erie is still like 8 kilometers to the east. No big deal, though. It's close. I get what you're saying. I give you props. I know you're not Ontario, so neither am I.
And there you have it from Professor Geography.
I just like he said, come to Lake Erie. Come to the lake and jump in Lake Erie, or maybe Lake Ontario.
I meant Fort Erie. I'm not from Ontario.
I know you're not. I'm joking. Nick, settle down. It's okay.
When you get to Fort Erie, head due southeast by 2,300 paces.
You will end up in Welland.
Yes. Oh, wow.
Oh, man.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't want to end up in wetlands, Nick.
No.
Let's just
No, nobody wants that shit.
no, not at all.
Yeah,
boy.
but well, and
Andrew,
you wind up with people like this who take a shit on the floor and then throw it at people.
That was classy. Eh? Like one fell swoop, she picks that
that's
up. and
gross. That's nasty. Oh,
yo, she must have had to go with the quick.
Wow.
Jesus Christmas.
that's how you tell
First
somebody's
off-
pissed off if they poop on the floor and then leave.
I don't think
was gonna-
pissed off. The crazy is the
Wait,
word.
wait. Oh.
Well, I was
All
gonna
right.
say, who here amongst us can just summon an anger turd like that? I
No.
know I can't. I can't
No.
just turn shit on command like that.
She
Well,
probably
you know-
had to shit real bad, and then she was like, "I'm pissed. So I'm just gonna do it
I
right here."
I will say
Well,
this.
maybe
You know,
he
like
denied her use of the bathroom.
I will say this. You know, like early in the morning, you know, the old smell of coffee will get the old bowel movements starting.
Oh,
up.
yeah.
So you know, maybe
Usually
she
it's
just-
about half an hour after I have the coffee that's triggers the sabbatical.
And how about what is everybody drinking right now?
My other thing, does anyone notice there's a fat topless guy in the booth behind us?
I'm drinking a Two Crows Pollyanna from Halifax, Nova Scotia. It is a wild Northeast ale. It's actually brewed with New England style IPA, New England IPA yeast or whatever. Sorry, and wild yeast. I'm not sure which strain of wild yeast, but still, it's. What are you drinking, Ethan? Since you're talking to yourself, and I know you're doing a beer review, so keep going. And Joe, what are you drinking?
Brigadeiro breakfast stout from Springdale. Apparently, this is a Brazilian pastry of some sort. I don't know. It has Brazilian coffee, cacao, oats, and lactose in it, and it's
Nice.
pretty solid.
Very nice. And what are you drinking, Lee?
I'm drinking the first good product from Triders here in well, not here, but in Amherst, Nova Scotia. This is their Scotian Pale.
Yeah,
Kind of an ugly label, but it's a
Jesus.
it's a nice traditional kind of like.
been to Amherst in a while.
It reminds me of like a Belgian style. I'm trying to think of who that reminds me of, though.
Yeah. It's actually kind of it's almost kind of like a throwback to some of the labels you'd see on old Canadian beers and stuff
Yes.
like that. You know.
Absolutely.
Is that a stubby?
I was gonna say it's a
Yeah.
pretty cool bottle.
It's a big stubby. It's a 500
Oh.
milliliter stubby.
That's what I thought. It looked like a big stubby. That's pretty
It's a
fantastic.
tall.
It's a big stubby, yeah, baby.
Maybe that is a tall stubby, baby.
But yeah, they're in Amherst. I got to look them up because I haven't been to Amherst in a while. It's like the easiest part of Nova Scotia to get to from where I'm at. Obviously,
This is the first good one I've had from them. There are other couple that have shown up. They show up in 6-packs of just regular size stubbies, and not good. Not that good.
That's bullshit. That's what that is.
bullshit. And Greg, what are you drinking?
I'm still having this Collective Arts Lunch Money, which is apparently rebranding under Mustache Ale. And yeah, it's
Ethan's ale?
Like
it's a
Ethan
decent-
Ale.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's any of Ethan's yeast in here, but either way, I gotta say it's good. It's a 4.8%. I think it's a pale ale or something like that. That's good.
Just make it up. Who cares, right? Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't
And,
know what it says on.
And Jamie, if you're talkative, what are you drinking?
I'm having a pink fuzz by Beyond the Pale, but the funnier thing to say would be I'm having a double while shitting on the floor.
Does the
No wonder you have the camera off.
does the pink fuzz show up in LCBO relatively fresh or like at all?
It shows up. There's actually grocery stores that sell it. I'm not sure about the LCBO, but yeah, the grocery store close to my work has it. Often.
I'd like to retry it just because when Guy brought it down, like the first Beerfest, I wasn't a fan, but everyone seems to dig on it. So
It's probably for me, it's one of the most drinkable beers. Like you could easily pound a can in no time.
after having that Genesee Ruby Red Grapefruit Cold Shot, I feel like I probably would dig more grapefruit beers. So
Yeah, it's good.
And of course, my last but certainly not least, Ashley, what are you drinking?
I am drinking a fresh can of Octopus Wants to Fight.
terrible. I mean, great.
Nice.
I like that beer. It's good.
Terrible.
I
Words.
think it's fresh.
Great Lakes usually does a pretty good job, right?
Yeah.
In LCBO?
Their seasonal
Octopus,
stuff. It's usually
Octopus
really
came
fresh.
out about 3 weeks ago, I think, so it's fairly fresh.
Yeah. It is tasty.
It's very nice.
All Great Lakes
What's wrong
stuff.
with Great Lakes?
No, they're IPAs. I mean, I was gonna say them, and I don't know how Nickelbrook is anymore, but like most of their IPAs and stuff in any LCBO within like a couple hours of the brewery, usually super fresh. You can get their stuff. It's always a good time.
Yeah, Nickelbrook does a pretty good job too, but they just don't have the selection. Like GLB will often have like 3 or 4 IPAs available at the same time. They're all really good. Like even though you could argue they're maybe not as good as they used to do in their brewery only releases, they're still pretty damn good.
I feel like Collective Arts has kind of replaced Nickelbrook as the one that has like 2, 3, 4, 5 different beers out, and they're all fresh.
Collective Arts, they really can't do any wrong. Like all their regular stuff is so good.
Yeah, it's not all amazing, but it's at the very least solid. And you get it relatively fresh. And now, like I said, they're coming in the States and their beers are fresh here. It's kind of impressive, honestly, because I never thought of them as a relatively big brewery, but apparently they're doing it.
Unlike Bellwoods, which evidently, since they've expanded, can't get their shit together because their stuff tastes like crap mostly now.
Yeah, a lot of it.
And they changed Roman Candle to a New England style IPA. Didn't bother telling anyone. They just changed it.
Well,
they did what?
So when I had it,
Roman Candle's a New England style IPA.
Yeah, it's a New England style. It's not a very good one either.
When it came out in this can, I was like so excited because Roman Candle is probably my favorite hop forward beer, period, in Ontario. And when it came out, I'm pouring it and I'm like, what the fuck happened here? And then I drank it. I'm like, it's good, but it's like not anywhere near what it like I remember it being because it's a completely different beer. It looks different. It tastes different. It's not the same.
Yeah, and they didn't bother telling anyone. They've still to this day never told anyone. It's just like, we just changed it.
I don't know what happened, but they've done that with a lot. Even Witch Shark had like a substantial haze to it and stuff, and I'm like, what?
Witch Shark has changed, but my experience is that it's changed for the better. That it's actually
I do enjoy it more,
less resinous and a little bit more fruity. Now it's a good combination, but
it's more balanced now. I would say.
Which again, I don't mind breweries changing the recipe a little bit. That's fine. That's fine. They're always tweaking shit.
This should have been called Roman Candle like version 2 or something because it's not the same.
Or here's a thought: just call it a completely different name. It doesn't need to be called Roman Candle.
Yep.
If that's the case, but they're probably just trying to capitalize on the name, right? That they created with the original recipe.
Yeah.
Right.
But their stuff in general, even like their Hellwoods. Not as good as I thought it was. I don't think this year's Bring Out Your Dead was their best batch. Like, I don't know. I don't think they quite got the hang of their much bigger brewery nowadays.
I have the pineapple milk shark and the guava passion fruit mango jelly king in the fridge. I got a review that my buddy Sean brought down, but like I still love Bellwoods and I would still probably I don't know, dude. I like the stuff that Barncat's doing. I know Jamie's had stuff, and a lot of you haven't, but Barncat.
No, I haven't. Right.
It's a shame that they're such a small brewery and it's hard to get to, and they're only open like fucking 9 hours a week or whatever, because they make stuff that's on par with some of the stuff in the U.S. that gets hyped, and it's just a shame that they're such a small brewery. But they've probably surpassed Bellwoods, or for me, like equal to them. But I still think like the top 3 would probably be them, Bellwoods, and then Great Lakes. I think Great Lakes consistency kind of wins the day for me. Like it's Great Lakes should never, for me, I'm never like super wowed by a lot of their beers, but they're always really good.
And here's the thing, what I'm noticing now about Great Lakes and like all of their seasonal releases with their IPAs, and Greg, you can probably speak to this too. It feels like they're they use the same like grist for the majority of their IPAs. Their bittering is pretty much the same on all of their beers. It's just all of the late additions are different.
Yes,
I'm willing to bet that
I
their malt bases are.
Their IPAs aren't super drastically different. The thing of theirs that are still really good is when they do come out with special releases, like for their 30th anniversary, like their Peter Zeus, their Russian Imperial Stout that was barrel aged, which I will be bringing to the bottle share. Their Beatrix Coffee Porter, which completely flew under everyone's radar because no one gave a shit about it, but it's a 7% coffee porter. It's absolutely delicious, and you can still get it if anyone wants to try it. It's just as good as it was a few months ago. Like they're still really good with a lot of their special releases, but their IPAs are just like, they're all to me like 8 out of 10s. They're not like amazing, but they're all very solid, and I could drink them anytime and be happy about it.
They're all in the eight and a half ranges. They're all very good. The one thing go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I hate to interrupt, but right now Ethan kind of looks like Anakin Skywalker down the bottom of the thumb. He's just gonna get that like he just killed a bunch of younglings.
Did you just call him Aniston?
I called Ethan Flair
Aniston Skywalker.
Aniston Skywalker.
Ethan looks like a dude that's doing like an 18-minute beer review right now. That's what it looks like to me. I was gonna say though, when it comes to Great Lakes, the one beer, and I didn't have this past year's version of it, or it's Lake Effect.
Yep.
One of the best seasonal IPAs I've ever had, period. Doesn't matter what country, wherever. I remember when Greg hooked me up with that, I drank it, and I'm like, this is fucking great. How is it just like, what, a 3-something? It's in the LCBO, it's readily available, and I'm like, I don't understand why people aren't losing their shit, because it's tasty. And
that is a good one.
Yeah, it was really different too. I got like a lot of cedary like notes to it, and like vanilla. I don't know what they're using as far as dry hopping goes, but it was very different than any other of their IPAs. Like you're saying, so many of them are similar with like maybe they switch out Citra and Mosaic for whatever kind of Simcoe in this, and there is subtle differences, but that one was way different for me, and I did dig it quite a bit.
Yeah, this year's batch, I was pulling out a lot of like weird vegetal flavors. I got some dill and green peppers, so they're probably using Equinox hops a little bit.
They may have been, yes.
Yeah, Equinox is a very garden-esque.
Dude, the peppery notes is crazy when you haven't. If you're not, that's the thing. If you're not ready for an Equinox hopped beer, you might just not know what's going on.
Did you say Equinox?
I said Equinox.
Equinox.
Oh, that's a trash hop.
Yeah, we're gonna need you to settle down.
What was it? Is somebody copyrighted the name Equinox for hops?
Yeah, they did. So they had to go to Equinox. Yeah, so they had to actually. So it went to how they spell it EKAUNOT now. That is the
Equinox.
Yeah.
They're not allowed to say Equinox anymore.
Yeah, they could not do Equinox, which whatever. It's the same hop.
That was one of the big
stories. Who copyrighted it?
Who?
Probably Amsterdam Brewery.
Or Amsterdam. I think Equinox is just kind of a generic term, so I don't think they could really. But then again, so is Mosaic, so I don't know how it went.
Pumpkin ale.
Yeah, just
also a generic term, but you got to own it, right?
Oh my god! Speaking of a pumpkin ale, my LCBO has. They still have their Grand River Highballer pumpkin ale.
Holy shit!
Like, we still got pumpkin from like 3 years ago. So
hey,
I'm gonna send it all to Joe here next week.
Yeah, I'm gonna
hold on for a few more months. Virtually, it's back. It's back.
We're gonna fight virtually. We're gonna Simon Martin Lee right now.
What?
No, he's as I told Ethan, I'm gonna fight him virtually. So I thought, harken back to them.
Oh, it was live.
Oh yeah, when
the king must approve.
Yeah.
When Simon threatened to kick my ass.
Yes. I'll fight you right now.
The white beater.
Yeah.
The white beater shirt you wore on beer too.
I don't think he can even kick high enough to reach my ass.
I know. Oh man,
might be able to like angrily shit and then throw poop at you.
He could probably do that. That's just like all of his fucking videos.
Dude, it's like feces on YouTube. Kind of like Greg's beer review.
We have comments.
Yeah, we got comments. So let's get to them.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see here. Raining on Your Parade says yes. It was Kindred Spirits is the Innocent Gun beer that he was talking about.
I have seen that on shelves here in Western New York, so I guess they are back in the market of the MS.
Yeah, Andrew Watts says, come to Brantford so we can have a beer. Raining on Your Parade says he's not buying any Colt 45 in the near future. I think Joe should do a beer analysis 101.
Actually, not too bad.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you should do beer analysis 101.
Apparently wants you to host one of these things.
Joe, take the reins.
What the fuck?
You take reign of the parade.
You're not allowed to talk anymore, Nick, for like the next week.
You need to shut up. Someone mute him. Andrew Watts says, dude, next weekend I'm in Port Rowan.
Is that on Lake Erie? Maybe he was talking about it.
I guess. He says
Rowan.
He's drinking a Molson Dry, and he actually had the octopus today.
What do you think about it?
Yeah. And Raining on Your Parade says Joe had that Springdale Stout a week ago. It was okay, a one-time buy.
I'm enjoying it. I think it's pretty good. I don't think it's anything amazing, but as far as
Joe, I didn't even see it. Come on now.
I mean, we're gonna need you to settle down, Ethan. Also,
definitely settle down.
So Jack's Abbey, this is their brewery because they didn't want to. They wanted to make ales since Jack Abbey does nothing but lagers. So they're like, we'll make the Springdale Beer Company and we'll be able to do everything. And that's what they did.
Yeah, because there was some sort of unwritten rule that they could never ever make fucking ales under the Jack Abbey name.
I love Jack Abbey and everything, but yeah, just be like, look, we focus on lagers. That's our main focus, but we're gonna throw some ales out here occasionally. We don't have to make a
it kind of sounds
company.
Kind of sounds like, oh, let's waste the money to make an entire new company just so you can release an ale. Like that seems like fuck you.
And the thing is, if they just kept this under their own brand or whatever, they make good beer. I've had like 3 or 4 from Springdale, and it's good. But I'd rather. Wouldn't you be rather associated with Jack's Abbey and not just be a new company? I would if Jack's Abbey has a good reputation. So I don't know.
It's like are they afraid that they're gonna like kill their indie cred or street cred or something if they make a fucking ale? Like, come on.
I know we're all different, but yeah, if they started making ales, I wouldn't be like, no, how dare they? All they make is lagers. I'd be like, cool, that's great, let's do this.
They're really disappointed of like by offending that one fucking neckbeard who's gonna be like, fuck you guys, you sold out your integrity, now you're making ales, dude.
Hopefully there's a bigger backstory to it, but I never looked into it. But yeah, it seems kind of stupid.
Choked on that stout you brewed.
Is that all we got for comments?
Andrew Watts says, I don't know what he's replying to here. He says, here, one of the famous, Carling. Everybody can get Carling.
I can't get Carling.
What? And he
ruins everything.
Okay, so Andrew Watts is now not going to bed like he said he was going to. He's waiting for a definitive answer on what's going to be in 2 weeks on BA 101.
Andrew, here's the nice answer. Here's the simple answer is we don't know until next week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we don't plan these that far ahead, dude.
And like we sometimes we do. I mean, so usually it's a week, but Nick.
No, we really don't.
Yeah, it's usually we just fucking do whatever we want to do. But Nick is traveling he's traveling to Canada from. I don't think it's Canada. But yeah, he's going for the country.
I'm hopefully going to get a lift to Burlington in a Camaro.
Yeah,
not for me.
No,
not for you.
You know Camaros, Nick?
No.
The definitive answer is somewhere between 4 out of 10 and 6 out of 10.
Yeah, yeah. The plan is, and here's the plan. We usually alternate between macro and craft beer. Next week would technically be a macro, but because Nick is in Ontario and we're not having a show, and he's also going to have his hands on a lot of Ontario, Western New York beers, we just don't know what the next week's going to bring. So,
exactly.
He's going to have.
I'm going to be going to across the border to New York State, like Buffalo in that area. So it all depends on what I can find over there.
Lewiston, baby. You'll have a good time, Nick.
I'm hoping.
Hang on Thursday, it'd be a great time.
We're gonna sell out Lewiston. Me and Magnum TA, baby. We're coming down to the Lewiston Center, Dingo Hall.
Magnum PA brew news.
Unbelievable.
Magnum PA.
Just message me that we're going to examine MGD.
Do a re-examination of MGD.
Oh yeah, and bring everything back down to where it belongs, not way up.
This time we'll get lead and drink it.
But do you guys already have the Rhino Fest?
What's that?
What?
You already have the Rhino Fest?
No, it's next week.
It's next week.
Oh, okay.
That's what I've done Ontario for.
No,
that's why I've got the Albino Rhino Beerfest shirt up behind me. Right
yeah, no one cares.
I didn't know that was this year's.
Oh yeah, no, that's not this year.
That was last year's.
No, it's last year's. That was the orange staff shirt.
I don't know.
You need to keep up on this stuff, Ethan.
I know, man. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry.
You're in Ohio.
Look at me. Look. I'm trying to be like Joe and put like beer bottles in the back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but those are unopened. Fucking unopened.
How do you know? They're just full of water.
Go get one. Go get one right now and bring it to us right now. The white one on the edge. Get all of them. I guarantee.
Wait, no, that's a grant. Wait, which one?
All of them.
All the boxes.
Cap.
I'll give it to Ethan. At least he has a little bit more of his wall space actually covered with something.
That's true. I give it to him. Yeah.
His white balance is immaculate right now.
I got it right there.
His white Look at the fucking white balance.
Hey, you know what? I'll give Ethan credit. That's not the flag I expected to see. I expected to see a J Terrio special in there.
A Falstaff flag.
I think you killed me.
There's no MAGA hat there.
Oh god, that was great.
Hey, you should see. Give me a minute.
You take all the time you
my
need.
living room, dude. I got Jesus Christ and I got Donald Trump right next to each other.
Giving each other a high five.
Well, I mean,
ripping up a copy of the Constitution.
Two of history's greatest phonies sitting together on the wall. It's pretty good.
Oh,
And it's Black Jesus too, so it's it's relevant.
Andrew Ross says
he's historically true.
Andrew Ross says he's not watching next week unless you come to my place in Brantford. See you in 2 weeks.
All right, we're not live next week, so okay.
Sounds like a threat.
There might be like a hangout or something. I don't know. It all depends how things go next week.
Yeah. Maybe if you watch the hangout that may or may not happen next week, you may or may not discover what beers
you may or may not come. So
just buy every single ice beer, Andrew, and we'll plan for it in the next month or so.
Buy every one of them.
Ice beer, and then I'll do Ice Bock from Kulmbacher.
Yeah, Kulmbacher Ice Bock. That's
an ice beer.
Kulmbacher?
Is that right?
What about Moosehead Dry Ice?
Yeah, I can't get that, but no one else wants to get that.
That's probably the closest thing I can get from an ice beer in this province.
Yeah, because we don't really get like the big Molson XXX whatever only can buy in Quebec fucking things anymore.
Are you serious? You can't get that shit there?
No.
Really?
Jesus Christ, what the fuck?
You can get some Genesee ice.
But to harken back to what Joe was saying earlier in the other chat, yes, if Nick, when you come down, if you were to pick up a few Ontario craft beer, send it to our hangout, we could all pick it up easily, like that same weekend, and then that would guarantee that we all have similarly aged bottles.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I'm hoping that Chris will take me over to an LCBO. You want to believe I've never set foot in an LCBO before?
That's on you.
Never, Nick.
You went to the beer store in Ridgeway, though, right? Down the street?
Yeah. I've been to the beer store a couple times.
Yeah. You're not missing much. LCBO.
Well, I mean, I believe that, Nick. Didn't your probation just end like 3 or 4 months ago?
Oh, shut up.
It's fucked up, but super.
I'm gonna leave Jamie in charge, even though he's probably not there anymore.
Hey, I didn't say the real fucked up thing. I could have said, didn't your probation that allows you to go back into fucking playgrounds end like 3 months ago? See, I could have said that shit.
I had to do 6 months in Chino for.
He could have said that, but he totally just said that.
What's that? Nick's gone. Left someone in charge.
You have your shirt off. We're gonna need you to put that back on.
Oh god, the shirt's not off. Oh,
yeah, this is like the Albino Rhino beer review. Everyone take their shirts off and look like douches. Just put it back on, Greg.
Hey, to be clear, I never did.
No, actually, because you're a person that has a little bit of respect for yourself, Greg. Not so much.
I bet you Greg sunburns like he just instantly sunburns when he walks outside. He just turns into like a big fucking pink ape.
Actually, you would be completely wrong. One of my I've got 2 mutant powers. My first mutant power is I don't get hangovers. My second is I don't sunburn. I can sit in the sun all day. I can sit in the sun all day with no sunscreen on, and I don't get a burn.
So you just turn into a big brown ape instead.
Pretty much, yeah.
Unbelievable.
Right.
Fantastic.
One of the big fucking monkeys from Congo, except you don't have fur on.
Dude, that's a scary movie.
This is true. I do not.
Fucking kill Bruce Campbell.
That could be real.
Monkeys from Congo weren't very nice.
That's why it's scary.
And Greg, again, someone else doing research for you. What you're drinking is not a pale ale; it's a blonde ale.
Oh wow, yeah, your camera too low there, Greg. Never again.
Good night, Andrew Watts.
Use that beer knowledge privilege on you, Greg. There.
Yeah. Earth is in the comments. Since Nick is going to be in the garden of such great beer, the BA 101 should bestow upon us some barrel-aged beers.
That would be cool to get a barrel-aged beer for the... I mean, the only one you'll ever probably be able to do is Innocent Gun.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, and that doesn't really count because fuck those guys.
Yeah.
Kindred Spirits, is that the same Irish whiskey barrel?
Yes, that we all can get in the U.S. because it's like the only beer they have here now because they're Innocent Gun.
Yeah, it's fucking... It's really light. You like, don't get me wrong, it doesn't taste bad, but it's just really light and like flavors and body and all that.
It's like they put it in the barrels for fucking 23 days, maybe 23
I don't even think they were they barrels or were they like their Oka Raider?
No, I think it was actual barrels. Tullamore Dew barrels.
Yeah, for like 38 days or 37 days or whatever.
But I mean, Tullamore Dew isn't exactly a big beefy whiskey anyway, so it's not like you're going to get much from it.
I just don't like that they've kind of went backwards in their approach to barrel aging stuff in terms of how long it used to be. It was almost 2 months originally, and then next thing you know, they will say like 33 days, and so it's like what? Oh, okay.
There was an Irish whiskey we just got here. It was like a black bottle with a skeleton on it. I can't remember what it was.
The Sexton.
Yeah, we just got that. That was really good for a really good price.
Yeah,
I've heard good things about that.
Yeah, I think it was like 32 or 36 bucks here. So
yeah, like a really cheaply priced yet really quality Irish single malt, which is Irish single malts aren't so much rare these days, but to find a cheap one is.
Yeah, because the only ones I've seen were the one with that bird on the front, Tullamore Dew, Jameson, and they have this one. I haven't bought it yet, but it's kind of expensive. It's like 40 to 50 bucks. It's a Green Spot. And then they have another one that's Yellow Spot. We have both of them, but
interesting.
My buddy actually said that the Green Spot's, the Yellow Spot's cheaper, and he said that one was better. And the Green Spot, even though it's more expensive, he thought the cheaper one tasted better flavor wise, but that was just his opinion. So I don't know. I haven't tried it, but. Yeah, he started pushing me towards doing whiskey, like drinking whiskey now. So, which I'm actually enjoying. It's pretty good. Some of the stuff that I have now. So, I'm probably gonna bring some down here later on tonight to drink, but after I drink a couple of these beers.
Do it up, Ethan Flair, baby.
Make us some Boilermakers.
It's been like 2 weeks, or not 2 weeks, 2 days. It feels like 2 weeks, but it's been 2 days since I've been drinking. So.
Oh my god, whole 2 days.
Yeah, so there you go. This is the Dark Swan Sour. It's purple.
What beer did you review? Was it the Fatheads and Bad Tree collab?
Yeah, the Fatheads Mad Tree. Wherever the can is, I don't know what the hell I did with it. Oh, it's right here. Yeah. There you go.
Oh, baby, watch out.
So, it's good. The hop flavors, it's supposed to be a double IPA, but the hop flavors are like real front forward, and then the lingering bitterness really isn't that strong, so I actually kind of enjoyed it. So, look at that. Grape juice right there.
That does look like grape juice.
Oh, that looks sweet.
Yeah. My camera looks like shit right now, but I'm trying to get another webcam so I can get on Joe's level. So I'm trying to compete.
Wait, I have a level?
Wait, you're competing?
I said I have a level? What kind of level is that?
No, I said your camera level is way better than mine. Oh. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to get to your level of 180p. My camera's like 180p. Or was it 1080p?
It's missing
1080p. Mine's 180.
Wait, mine's not
all
even.
Right, okay, all right.
Mine's 720, but it just.
My camera's just a 720 Logitech, and it was like cheap as fuck. So
yeah, that's the ones I was looking at. Was like
I got the
cheaper one since it's so expensive.
What is it? The C9?
I know which one. Yeah,
C920.
C920. Ooh, yeah, spent $100 on it.
Number one, I didn't spend $100.
No, you didn't. You got it on. What is it? The Black Friday deals, and got it for half off.
Nope. It was all about juice.
No, none of this ever happened.
I have a C920, and it's actually a 1080p camera.
Except for when you're on fucking Google, they don't.
Yeah, I mean, right now it's 720p maximum, and you're just either up or downscaled.
Yeah, it's on Amazon. It's $50 right now. It's fucking cheap as shit.
Ever since that 4K one that Redbeard has came out.
Except for Redbeard's shit.
No, and nobody needs to see Redbeard.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know how well.
Hazy.
Yeah, no, that's traveling.
That's goddamn hazy. That's a good weather. That's like a 1 week old good weather.
We're gonna be just all done.
I might have to
easy.
I gotta say,
he's just feeling it.
Hella balsamic.
Wow, balsamic vinegar, nice.
Oh, is it balsamic?
But he said hella balsamic. He's like
hella.
Hella.
Nah, it's like right on the border of like being too much, but but it's not bad.
Don't let Renee Parade hear that. He's lagging news fanboy. He's trying to convince me to review all lagging news. So I'm like, settle down, bro.
I thought it said Dark Wand.
Bruh.
You know, like
you are from Ohio, so that doesn't surprise me.
something like that. The Chinaman said. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus.
Wow.
Ethan.
You're from Ohio. Are you saying like all Ohioans are racist?
I'm just saying, settle down, Trump. Just get it under control.
Just most of them. Most of the examples
Joe,
I've seen on YouTube have
laying
been.
out a steak and just dragging it, just like trying to.
No, I mean, there's all the Ohio beer tubers.
Yeah, so what? We're a red state. Get over it. Jeez.
Yo, you're a red state, all right.
I wish we could see some red from Dr. Dave. I wish he'd just like slit his throat live on camera and just get it over with.
That guy is something. That guy is something else. I saw him on was that last week or the week before on Louisiana, Jay Terrio's live stream, and I was like, what happened?
What happened? He got humbled. Is what happened. He got fucking humbled.
He's woke. He's woke now.
I don't think he's been awake in a long time.
What hops are they using in that, Nick?
He's a
good weather.
What? There you go.
Yeah.
What hops are they using in the good weather? Do you know?
Fuck, I have to look it up. Sec here.
You can't just tell by drinking it? What kind of fucking beer reviewer are you?
Not crispy.
Yeah, there's like no information.
Come on, Dar. Pick up the hops already. Fucking.
Dar.
Sure.
Well, usually,
is it 93 garbage?
Usually, like the Atlantic Canada Beer Blog will have like a news release for any new beers coming out in the Maritimes. So,
yeah,
this octopus says, "Go, Lee, go."
I was just gonna say, at the same time, all they do is basically just repost the commercial spiel that the brewery releases. So if the brewery doesn't want to tell you what hops are in it, you ain't gonna see it on that.
Oh, here's the post. Fredericton's Trailway has their. Oh, this is actually a post from April about good weather.
About like the beer good weather, like actual good weather.
No, we're talking about maritime.
That's right, good weather.
No, it's actually called good weather.
No, I know, Nick. I know.
It was a joke.
Nick, I know.
Sorry.
It would be funny if it said good weather with a storm on the front.
A picture of Stormy Daniels.
Yeah.
Oh boy! Settle down, Ethan. Settle down.
Very Pizzagate. That's all I'm gonna say. Pizzagate.
Yeah, that's a more plausible story for everyone to talk about.
Hey, it's more plausible than when we didn't go to the moon. So.
Oh, yo, baby,
okay.
We're gonna discuss conspiracy theories today, baby. It's gonna be
That's right.
Conspiracy theories, baby.
Like.
I think there's a conspiracy to stop Ashley Sexton from talking about the octopus.
Oh, so sorry, Ashley.
No, the joke is gone. It's fucking pointless now.
No, come on, I want to hear it at least. Come on,
no, I was gonna say the octopus wants to fight was a 92 drain pour, but that was like 2 minutes ago.
Hey, it's still better than any Nick's jokes.
Yeah, so does that mean if it's 92 is a drain pour and 93 is garbage, at what point is the beer actually good? Is it 100 or is it still stop before that?
You probably get hit. You got to hit like a 97 to even get close.
So that's like A+ level then at that point.
Yeah.
96 and 1/3. Maybe.
I still can't believe that somebody on BeerTube called the beer a 93 and then said it was garbage. Like I still my head I can't wrap it around.
Who said
but
that?
Clearly that happened. A certain BeerTube. Ethan.
You have to state the name, the date, and when it happened.
It was a certain beer tuber that was doing a comparison between that and Sunday Morning Stout from Weyerbacher. And they were doing a comparison with a buddy, and he took a sip of the KBS.
I think I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah, and then said, "Yeah, that's a 93. It's garbage." And then people called out in the comments like, "I don't know where you're from. Like, I'm not a huge math guy, but 93 out of 100." Probably not garbage. That's probably like A level, or at the very least A-. I don't know.
Buddy, math was my worst subject, but I'm kind of thinking you did even worse than I did in it.
That's almost like calling something an 88 and saying it's perfect. Like it's not. It's 12 away from perfect. That's what that is.
I thought I was hearing Joe when I was telling people when they were doing KBS and Sunday Morning Stout comparisons. And I could just hear Joe being like, Sunday Morning Stout doesn't have chocolate, baby. Like shit like it. And then like I heard, and then I'm not going to say who it was, but I heard somebody say, but it doesn't have chocolate in it. I'm like, then shut the video down. Because you can't fucking do a comparison.
I found the hops.
Where's Lee? I need Lee to shut this down right now.
Well, Jamie's in charge. I don't think Nick ever took charge back. He didn't take control back from Jamie.
Definitely Jamie's still in charge. I found the hops that are in good weather.
Oh, sweet.
It's Eldorado and Brew 1. Well played, Jamie. I take control back.
Oh, that is fantastic. Oh god, that was perfect.
Okay,
moderating.
It was Eldorado and what?
Eldorado and Brew 1, an experimental hop.
Yeah,
Brew 1.
I've had a couple beers that Brew 1 in them. That's weird that they would go with that and just Eldorado's. Eldorado's been more prominent over last year, but it's still not a beer that like usually you never see like a single hop Eldorado or even like
the only one I can think of is Flying Dog did one, but that was about it. That's the only one I can think of.
Yeah, Eldorado seems like one of those hops that like kind of accentuates Citra mosaics and Simcoes and everything else, Amarillos. Yeah, I've never seen a beer that's like Eldorado's the hop in it unless it's single hop. So
yeah, because if I'm not mistaken, the Eldorado's bringing the orange to the party. So
well, now some breweries don't even do that. Like when I reviewed Mabtree and Galaxy High and Citra High, I was like, wow, this Galaxy's really good. And then I find out that they put Zythos in it too, and I was like, okay, well then it's not Galaxy High. This is Galaxy / Zythos. But I mean, what do I know? But I was just kind of like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I'm drinking this.
Flying Dog flying, but
I'm drinking this. I'm getting like melon and citrus, but I'm also getting like almost something oniony or.
Well, Eldorado for me was melon. I know Ashley just said like big orange.
Okay.
Orange. See, for me, Amarillo's always orange. Baby, the scallions, baby, the red onion, baby. It is in Spanish, baby. Baby, shit, it's in a sweet onion, baby.
Because white onions are sweeter.
Yeah, like a white
caramelized onion. Would you say, baby, caramelized?
Fuck, Jesus.
Anyway, common law with those onions.
Caramelize them, baby. You cook them down, baby, and they're so sweet, baby.
Is that what kind of beer is that, Nick?
The New England style IPA, I think.
Oh, okay.
According to the Yakima Valley Hops.com,
American IPA they call it, but it is hazy as fuck. Look at that.
Yep, that is hazy.
No, it is.
That is motherfucking hazy. It's one thing the Trailway does like almost every time. It's hazy as fuck.
Oh, baby, the turbidity of that, baby.
Look at that
shade, baby.
That's almost gray, you know?
Oh,
that's almost as turbid as the gravy that sweats out of my forehead, baby. What's going on now?
Baby, is that chicken stock, baby? Is that chicken stock? Is that what that is, baby? It's a butternut squash soup.
There's a little bit of poultry seasoning to it.
Every time I fight Tyler Blanchard, he ends up smelling like a fine steak, baby.
Baby.
Jesus.
It's on YakimaValleyHops.com. It says that Brew 1 hops, they have aromas of pineapple and stone fruit.
Stone fruits?
Yeah, they say
that is backed by a soft spice.
Are you reading the same report I am?
I don't know about YakimaValleyHops.com.
That's what I'm saying. Like sometimes it's different, but.
Well, here I'll post it in the side chat where the Atlantic Heron to Beer Blog made the announcement.
That's what's crazy is that you hear all these the hop. This is what I have a beef with that, but it's like
do you have a beef? You beefing?
It's great that you can describe what the hop is.
Yeah, it's Ethan is Tupac actually these hops. I like it.
When you actually use the hop, it actually is different, especially with what you're using, what kind of yeast you're using, what kind of water you're using, blah blah. So it's just kind of it's up in the air when I hear things like that.
I want to see. I want to see Ethan start a rant channel, and I want him to call it Beef and Flair.
Beef and Flair, baby.
I'm gonna eat beef while I'm flaring.
You have to impersonate Ric Flair.
Dude, I'm so doing that now. That is fucking brilliant.
Earth, if you want to join the chat, let me know. I can send you. I think through.
Yeah, go ahead.
And I asked him what he was drinking tonight. He says Golden Road Wolf Pup Session IPA.
All right, I'm sending it to you, or if you can join or not.
Send Earth a link.
Barrett's always a good dude. He comes in and rocks it out. I don't know
I was going to say
when he does it.
Who doesn't love the Earth? You know, we all live there.
He's the entire fucking planet. Yeah, I mean,
it's flat too.
Jeez. All right,
Oh,
Ethan.
geez.
Listen, let's slide with Trump comments. But just you're done. You're done at that point. You're done.
No. I was gonna say about the New England IPAs. Like, it's an interesting combination because like the English yeast strains that most people use, it like accentuates the hop profile that you're looking for. So like it kind of like it adds a little bit of that depth to the fruity flavors aspects, or
it's
things like that. So
it's funny you say that because there are a lot of breweries obviously use the English yeast strain, and J.W. Lee's is one of the more popular ones I think in the UK. Like Cloudwater Brewing Company is one of the big producers of New England style in the UK. And they use the J.W. Lee's yeast strain, but it's funny because J.W. Lee does all these crazy, like, big English strong ales that are aged in this and that, but they're taking the base yeast from them and throwing them in the New England style IPAs, and it's crazy how well they work. It is interesting.
Yeah, it's crazy because the one I brewed, it had a lot of appley, fruity esters to it, but it complemented the beer very well. And I was on a forum where I was talking to somebody, and they were saying that it's a combination of it was a combination of the two. It was London Ale 8 and I can't remember another YE strain, but they said between the two it just depends, but you need to play with both of those to kind of get what you're looking for, because those are, in their opinion, then again, it's like, with home brew forum talks, you got to take that with a grain of salt because some people might be talking out of their butt too. So, you
that
never
sounds
know.
like YouTube in general.
85% of the time we're talking out of our ass. Yeah. And I will correct myself. You are correct. Amarillo is more citrus forward than.
Maybe it's see, with Amarillo, the thing that I always used to get is blood orange, which is I feel like a specific, obviously, orange that like you don't get in a lot of other hops, but like blood orange is what I always get in Amarillo. So I love Amarillo because of that. So when you have like a single hop Amarillo, or like it's the main focus, I'm on board every time.
What's funny too is Amarillo. See, I have a different opinion about that because, like, the stuff that we've been brewing, it's just really like spice factors. So not so much of fruity flavors, but it has like a lot of spice to it too as well. So that's what I mean. I don't know if it was just because we have last year's crop, so I don't know if it was.
Not all Amarillo or all hops are created equal, Ethan. That's the thing. That's the best part is it, and it's weird.
Amarillo.
I said Amarillo, but
I heard Amarillo.
You can hear what you want, but I think you're getting drunk is what's happening. But the thing is,
I'm getting drunk.
Oh, are you?
I'm the only one drinking beer here, Joe.
Who else is drinking? I don't see anyone else drinking.
I'm about to do another one.
He's not that drunk.
But all hops, like they're not all created equal, even if they are the same, depending on where you get them from. But it's also how you use them too. Like when you dry hop with certain hops, they produce crazy aromas. Yeah, you put alpha acid.
If you want to argue the details, you can argue the details about like what soil those fucking hops are grown in.
We're gonna just settle down. We're gonna, instead of arguing the soil, we're gonna argue about flat Earth.
But
what flat Earth they grown in?
I think when it comes to certain styles, I feel like yeast has a big part of it too, because I brewed an IPA a couple of months ago for a friend, and they were like, "Wow, this citrus and fruity notes are great," and I'm like, and all I used was like half-ass hops, like I didn't even really use anything too powerful hop-wise. And I told him, I was like, "That's just the yeast. That's the yeast complementing everything. That's really not."
No, that's actually one thing a lot of people on the outside miss, that the yeast can make a huge difference, especially with like one of the biggest places you notice is like wheat beers. It's like the best wheat beers are using the
Belgian
best
beers. Belgian beers from
Belgium. Yeah, New England's a big one too.
Or like Vermont style IPAs, like how clean they feel. It comes down to the specific yeast they use.
Yeah, and some of that could be like 001 or White Labs or something like that, where it's like, or USO 5 or 4, where it's like where it's designed to be super clean and crisp and whatever, like what you're brewing.
Whatever.
Or you can get something more complex. So
yeah, but if you can make even the simple kind of complexity of IPA, and then use the real clean yeast. It's so easy going. It's like the Alchemist Heady Topper is kind of like that, where it's got this clean finish.
That's a shelf turd now.
Oh, for fuck's sake! What's that new one? That's is it Focal Banger?
Focal Banger is fantastic. I've had that. That's one I'm
gonna have to look for. Do you have it down there,
bro? No, it's brewery only. Like you got to go to Vermont to get it.
Okay, fuck that. See, I don't know this shit.
Yeah, don't get. Listen, the hate so heart's a little high.
Just like the Trillium, just like the
baby Trillium and Treehouse, baby brewery only, baby. I think actually Trillium does get a bit of distribution, but Treehouse is still brewery only. Alchemist, though, the one thing I will give Alchemist credit is even though they are brewery only, they haven't joined the fray of people charging exorbitant amounts for 4-packs of New England style beers, because you go to like a Treehouse or a Trillium or whatever, they usually vary between $16 to like $24 a 4-pack, depending on what the beer is. Alchemist, all the beers are like $12.99 to $13.99 a 4-pack, all of them, all the time. Yeah. Saying that they keep it that low.
Yeah, well, it's like was that Russian River? They're the same. They haven't really. I mean, their beers are expensive, but they really haven't. Their distribution is not really that big.
No, it isn't. You get them in the only place on the East Coast you really get them is Philly. I believe they have a deal with somebody. I forgot who it was.
Yeah, well, I'm actually trying to go to the Philly Comic-Con, go see Elijah Wood. I could care less, but a friend of mine wants to go, and I decided to go with her. So
likely excuse, bro.
Greg might be excited because it's Caroline, but
that's right.
Mm-hmm. But she actually has a Sting, so she wants to get it autographed. So nice. I thought that was kind of cool.
Earth, what are you drinking? You still drinking the what is it? The golden rolled wolf puff? Wolf pup?
Yeah, I'm thinking about what I'm gonna grab next. I got a couple options in the fridge.
What are the options?
What
is Founders Porter?
Founders Porter is never a bad option.
Lagunitas.
Oh, Jesus.
Nice.
I got that IPA I always drink that you see me checking in.
What would that be, Earth? Would you like to announce it to people? What do you drink that you're always drinking?
It's Pacific Drift.
Mm-hmm. All the time.
San Diego Brewery.
Okay. Never had.
But have you tried the Swan Sour Ale, the dark one?
Lagunitas
the dark Swan? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I've checked that one in though.
What'd you think of it?
It's pretty good. It's light, but it's pretty good.
Have you guys ever had a Lagunitas beer you didn't like though? In all honesty, I can't think of one off the top of my head.
Now that you mention it, I need to check that one in because I don't think I have.
I don't think I've ever had.
I mean, I like their bombers that they have, like the Imperial Stout, stuff like that.
Cappuccino Stout. Yeah, it's like $4.99.
Yeah, you can't pass that up, or even though what did they sell out to Heineken or whatever?
Man, who the fuck cares?
That's a good value.
Yeah, I don't give a crap. Yeah,
Lagunitas and Raining on Your Parade isn't here, but he's
not like they turn into Goose Island where their beer turned into shit. But.
No, Lagunitas is the best bang for buck. Period. I think I can't think of one brewery that's better in terms of quality for what you pay and consistency too.
Oh shit! It's Earth.
Fuck me! I'm going.
Hey,
what about Leinenkugel?
Yeah, you can't go wrong when you can get a 6-pack of almost 12% IPA, the Waldos for like $11-12.
Yeah, damn! Holy shit!
Yeah. That's what always gets me is the high alcohol for low price. I'm like, I'm there.
Sign me up.
Yeah,
and it's good. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah,
shit.
and it's good. Yeah.
It's either going to be Lagunitas or I'm going to be drinking some fucking ethanol mixed with my scope. And
there we go. I got Listerine finest.
That's right.
Enzima, baby.
Yummy.
It's a low carb diet.
That's that fruit diet of Enzima.
Or that new one. What's that new one that came out? The Ultra, the gold one. What was it? Michelob or something? Michelob Ultra Gold.
Michelob Ultra.
Oh, I don't know if they have a gold, but
yeah, I just saw commercials for a gold. I don't know what the hell that was all about.
Yeah.
Michelob Goldrin?
Yeah, but
Michelob.
Chris Pratt drinks it.
Michelob.
So I have to drink it.
Michelob.
Yeah, you got to pronounce it correctly. It's Michelob.
Michelob.
It's Michelob.
Michelin,
It's
man.
Michelob.
It's Michelaus.
Talk about a hypocrite. I'll talk about more of that later.
Michelaus.
Well, I just updated my glass. I got a homebrewed Schwarz that was had some whole coffee beans put into it.
Ooh.
So it's like it's like cold coffee. So there we go.
Well, isn't that special?
It is almost. It's a little thin.
You use coffee or?
Yeah, no. I took a whole dark roast coffee beans and I put it into a secondary.
Okay.
It was from a 5-gallon batch. I just drew off 1 gallon and
Okay.
just as
Yeah,
a
that's cool.
test experiment.
Yeah, you got to be careful with the cold brew coffee because it's kind of, high potency. So.
Yeah, this is the coffee beans are lending a lot to the aroma, a touch to the flavor, but not too much. So
Yeah. My experience with the cold brew coffee is that you need to add that like right at bottling where you're just like ready to finish it off. So, because it's just, you don't want to let it just sit in a fermenter with it because it's just going to be,
I've heard some bad news about that.
Starbucks bomb.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
But yeah, these
Regardless, that's a good style, though.
Yeah.
Schwarz beer.
That's probably good beer.
Yeah,
I agree.
it came out a little thin. I fucked up the boil time, but whatever. It's all good.
That's what was it? The brew kettle makes a really good Schwartz beer. And the Schwartz be with you.
Yeah, the Schwarz. Yeah, I know. Insert Schwarz drunk like bad joke there, right?
It's not the best, but
It's so junk.
that was like the first one I ever tried, and I'm like, damn, this is good. Oh, good sugar. So,
I wish I had more variety to choose from in some styles like that because I rarely see, Schwartz or something along those lines. So when I do, I kind of pick it up.
Oh, right. Yeah.
the place where I go to, they have a lot of like import beers now because like I was actually telling the store owner that, and so now he's getting a lot of German like EKU and like what I was saying before, like Kalmbach, like a couple of their offerings too. So
Yeah.
it's pretty interesting to try some stuff.
All right. Who's got the fucking brewmaster?
Do I hear a machine from the future?
That sounds like Skynet.
Skynet.
Oh boy.
Sounds like a master of something.
Wait, doesn't Ewart have every single one
A
of
master
those?
of
How
none.
has one escaped his grasp?
He sent me one, but I don't have it. I don't know where it is.
Have you checked your bum?
Gotta look up
No,
this
but
Michelob.
I know this is
Lee's doing it.
This isn't beer related, but has anybody watched Black Lightning?
Nope.
No.
Not too bad. I recommend watching it. So, the film quality of it's good, but the acting, I don't know, kind of so-so.
Sounds like a checkout stand.
Yep.
Michelob.
7-Eleven at 3 in the morning.
Look at Michelob.
Michelob Bumbo Book.
Mysterious
Name.
things are afoot.
It's an 83.
What do you think about that one, Lee? You like that one? The Amber Bock?
I have no idea. I've never had it.
Oh, you haven't had it?
It's rich, but it sounds good. It's got an 83 scores. Apparently, it's rich in amber red hue, medium body. Aromas show moderate caramel, fruity, and dark malt character. Very clean and refreshing on the. Boy, I got to scroll down. Palate with rather subtle roasted malt flavors and a degree of fruitiness that carries through.
How subtle.
The finish. Hop flavors remain rather low, rather lightly flavored, and not remotely Bock-like.
Lee, can you look up Coors Light for me, please?
I can do that.
Cruise Light?
Coors?
Because here we call it Coors. Call it Coors Light. Yeah, that Coors Light. Jeez.
That's a
There's
fucking
a lot of-
brewmaster. Jesus Christ. Or whatever.
There's a lot of stuff on the Brewmaster, man.
Oh my god.
That sounds like what is that? The alphabet.
Has this showed up yet, Ethan?
There.
The,
That's
the
the brewmaster.
hammer from 6 Point.
All right. So
no, I haven't. I heard it was good though. I heard it was better than the
regular Jammer.
Yeah. That's
you
what I
just
heard.
want,
It was a little bit
the
better.
original Coors Light there, Jamie?
Yes.
I heard they put a lot more juice.
It's like lemon lime Gatorade with a nice tartness and some salinity.
So
nice.
Coors Light gets an 85. We'll go right to the review here.
We gotta drink that Pabst. That's what won the gold medal at the World Beer.
Rod and I are going to do a dual review. I don't know what forward to it. Sorry.
Oh God.
So it's got sweet floral and grainy aromas, vibrant and very clean, with a hint of dry pale malt and brisk and refreshing finish, where a hint of hot bitters and dry, grainy character emerge.
What beer is this?
Coors Light.
Fuck you, Brewmaster, you piece of shit. Are you serious right now? What a garbage.
I was gonna say, Lee, is that your review or is
93 garbage?
That's fucking.
Well, I will say the Brewmaster did when it came back from the future to basically catalog the only good beer reviews out there. He did. It did take a lot of my reviews and put them in the database.
Fucking Brewmaster.
Legal.
Keep in mind, the only review that Lee's ever given 5 out of 5 to was Guinness.
Wait, what?
You'd be surprised at how many people you see at the beer store, just like, checking their phones out, making sure that this is a A+ brew before they buy it.
You see, I should just take this to the NSLC, and it's like, I'm standing there and some fucking douchebag's got his fucking douche nozzle cell phone checking shit out on my tap. Like, what the fuck do you got?
Listen, man,
I got the
master.
Like mine makes fucking sound effects. What's up?
Or like, no, it's pronounced douche snorkel.
Snorkel.
I don't know how prevalent it is in Ontario. I think you can probably speak to it in Earth, but there are a lot of people that when they go into bottle shops or grocery stores or whatever, they have their phones on. They're looking on tap at their advocate, and they won't buy stuff unless it hits a certain number. And I'm just like, try it for yourself. That's how you figure out if you like stuff. It sounds.
I was gonna say, Joe, I tried a Grimm artisanal ale apricot pop.
Dude, yeah. What did you think?
Dude, so good.
Isn't it, dude? That entire pop series is fantastic.
That was okay, but the apricot was like, wow.
The cherry raspberry was. Fuck you, Greg, and I'm muting you, piece of shit. The whole pop series is fantastic. The cherry raspberry one is amazing.
I haven't had that one.
Oh.
That's the only one I haven't seen.
Maybe
I'll ask Andrew to get that.
You need to, because it's fucking pretty fantastic. Grimm does great stuff.
I personally don't care what people rate stuff. I just want to try it at least once. So if you see me at the LCBO looking on my phone, it's just because I'm checking to see if I actually fucking had it before. My memory.
It's one of those things where
you see me at the LCBO looking at my phone. Stop looking at me, you asshole or stalker.
Actually, that reminds me of something, Joe.
Comparing prices.
How many Jenny Cream ales are you allowed to bring across the border?
It's probably 0. I feel it's like a 0, like 00, or maybe an AOK. Why do you guys want to try? You want me to bring it across? I know.
I would love to try. Actually, wants one.
Well, I know. It seems like you might.
Hey, Joe.
I'll try one.
The pilot badge.
Joe, can you still get the Dundee Tasters pack there? I think they're made by Genesee.
Dude, I would rather myself in the balls
I'll mail it.
than pick up that fucking sampler pack that doesn't exist anymore. No, they don't.
Sounds like Joe's gonna have a trunk full of
Dude, I haven't heard
macro
of that,
beers going across the border.
Why are you bringing Jenny across? Oh, dude,
I remember picking that up, and I was like, biggest mistake of my fucking life.
Yeah, when I first got in, like in 09-10, Dundee was pretty popular as far as like the variety packs and stuff. But I have not seen stuff on
that
shelves.
was when you didn't really have much of a selection of craft beer besides Line and Kugel and Genesee itself.
Yeah, now there's a lot of different beer, but I don't see Dundee at all. I don't even think they exist.
Damn, man.
I don't even see the brown ale.
Yeah.
Where's the fucking honey brown from Dundee?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's what I wanted to know, because I remember I did it twice where I brought Tasters pack of Dundee stuff across the border. This was back when I was first getting into craft beer, so I didn't know any better.
Did you
Yeah.
do a review
You
of
didn't
that?
know any better.
I remember
Oh,
some of the first beers of the style that I ever had were from that, like a Bock. I think the first Bock I ever had was.
Did you do a review of that?
No, this is well before I did my
No,
channel.
okay. I thought I watched that review of you, but maybe it was something
Most of
else.
Genesee's stuff has been replaced by the Brewhouse pilot batch, like the whole
Yeah.
week of stuff I've done.
The actually good shit.
And it's way better. Yeah, way better than anything ever. Yeah. No. I mean, if you guys want to try a cream ale, I don't mind bringing a couple bottles across, but like that's where it ends.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, a cream ale is a cream ale is a cream ale, but I mean, over here, there's not a lot of cream ales.
No, I know. There's not a lot of cream ales in the
This
States.
is the thing. You're gonna bring that chocolate porter, the
You mean
pilot
chocolate
series,
gotcha?
one of the pilot series, and then bring over like Genesee Ice or some shit, and then be like, this is the same brewery.
Yo, on a scale of 1 to me bringing over Genesee Ice, I'm not. It's just not happening.
Well, there's our ice beer.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Just bought for the bottle share, just Jenny Cream Ale and Mickey 40-ounce glass bottles.
Please.
We're good.
40 ounce? Oh man, that's hard to
When I
find.
bring that across, I don't want you guys to look at me and be like, we're just trolling. It's happening.
Actually,
All the fucking Jenny
Classic.
Cream Ale,
Like
all the
we're went to
Mickey's
New York,
40s.
so-
That's it. That's all that's happening.
That's where all our malt liquor went is New York.
No
upstate.
key lime pie gozas, none of that shit. You're getting the fucking Jenny Cream Ale and Mickey's and maybe some random other malt liquors.
Honestly, I would love a 40 Mickey
That'd be awesome.
glass bottle.
Yeah, no, that would be interesting.
That's the thing is like I hear so
I
many
feel
people,
like I'd have to go in the the worst parts of my city to get the 40s of the Mickeys. I can get the
come on.
grenade, but like seriously, the 40s of Mickeys aren't really easy to pick up. 40s of other stuff, but Mickeys not so much. The grenades, yes.
I could get you maybe not a 40, but a tall boy of Schlitz Blue Bowl and Schlitz Gold Bowl. The gold one,
nice.
which is like
Yes.
14.5 or whatever. Like
Some
Yeah.
Saint Ides too. Bring some Saint Ides.
Jamie, did you say you're bringing me a couple
Wow.
I'll give you that. I'll
mystery
give
beers?
you a jug of that Carlos.
I can't wait. If anyone else wants to bring mystery
Carlos
beers,
wine.
I haven't had a St. Ides since the 90s.
and keep it that way, Earth. That's the way to keep it. Like exactly that way.
Is Land Shark still around, or is that still?
No, it's around.
Unfortunately.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
around.
That was the one that I remember was like one of the OGs of the buyouts of Anheuser-Busch. I don't even know if that was still around or not.
I can get Land Shark here. That's how round
It's-
available it is.
Greg, can you put on your shirt?
Yes, sir.
Greg, put your shirt back on.
Yeah, Joe, I have two mystery beers for you,
Sweet. No.
and maybe a third. We'll see, but two for sure.
Yeah, I can't wait to fuck it completely up. It's gonna be terrible.
I'm not bringing one up, but there's one we could.
Pamplemousse IPA.
Is
Saint
that about
Bernard.
LCP?
Framboise.
Is that the grapefruit IPA?
That's the grapefruit IPA from Saint Bois. I would hope it's available in Ontario.
Juice, Bigelow, Hop, Gigolo.
Not that I-
motherfuckers.
Oh yeah.
What the? Where's that from?
Do you have any?
Niagara Brewing Company.
No,
That's
it's
not-
not.
No.
Rochester
No.
Mills Beer Co.
Where?
Rochester Mills Beer Company.
No, I know
Over
who.
the States.
Oh, he didn't. Do you have any more of those? You can bring any of those to the share because I'd like to try it.
I have exactly one more left if you want me to bring one.
Why didn't you save two of them, you selfish prick?
Because I literally just cracked this one open.
Joe, why are you such a glutton if you
I
need
didn't even
two?
know people wanted to try
Joe.
this thing.
He said I didn't know people wanted to try this thing. What a you're a
You
weirdo.
had tried this one before.
No, we don't get Rochester Mill stuff. They're only I think in Rochester, Michigan, but in Michigan in general, I don't think they get out of the state. Maybe occasionally, like maybe Michigan.
I can bring
Or, I
one
mean, I-
can and everyone can have a small pour.
Joe, I was gonna say I tried that. Was that Perrin No Rules?
Yeah. Oh, did you try the new rules or the no rules?
It's total drain pour. It's 93 drain pour.
Drain pour?
Yeah, barrel aged porter. Purple,
You guys get that in Ohio?
Yeah, we do actually. It was. You know what's funny was that No Hype beer reviews.
Yeah.
He did a review and I left a comment on there and I said, yeah, I think I had like, I couldn't remember. I think I said green bowling ball like forever ago, and then like it was like 2015. I tried that and then I told him I was like, yeah, I think I got it this year too, and I looked and there it was. Well, maybe not this year. It wasn't the silver one, but it was purple, which was last year's bowling ball. So it's like But still, I tried it. And I was like, yeah, it's still good, as good as the last time I tried it. So if you need a bottle of that, Joe, I can send one to you.
Yo, yes.
Yeah, like I think there's like 3 on the shelf right now. So no one's buying it, which is so crazy to me because it's like. It's like, yeah, the label looks like shit, but it's like you need to pick it up.
Oh, I mean, it's from fucking what you call it.
It's not Perrin. It's like I don't know how to fucking say it. I don't fucking know.
It's the dude. I can't think of the movie. The dude. You know, it's like your opinion.
Oh, Dude Man.
What's the name of the movie? Big Lebowski. That is from the Big Lebowski. No
right. Yeah.
Do you know though? Here's an interesting nugget that I'm not sure you're aware of, and probably not a lot of people. Is Perrin was bought by Oscar Blues like a couple of years ago.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Oh,
that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, in 2015.
Because Rod did a review of their like goes or their sour or something like that, like their grape sour, and I was watching that video and so then I saw No Hype did a same brewery review, and I was watching his video, and I saw it was No Rules, and I'm like, I haven't tried that in forever. So I went to the store to go pick it up. So it was good. It was really good. It was a bourbon barrel aged porter, but they I think it's like they do variants, and he did a variant of it.
Yeah, he did the Scotch ale, which I think Lee would be all about because it was like peaty, huge peat, like fucking forward.
I tried that Sierra Nevada. The maple scotch.
I'd love to comment. You didn't respond because you're a piece of shit, but either way.
Sorry, I know. I'm trying to get everybody's comments, man. Jesus, I'm living in Ohio, all right? I'm busy. No, but
it's true. Go Trump.
It wasn't as maple as what is that? KBS or CBS, the Canadian Breakfast House. It wasn't as maple as that, but it was right under that, and it was like still a solid. Like Scotch ale, it was still really fucking good. But
I had their
it wasn't too much peat, but you can notice it. Like it was nice.
Yeah, I had a Sierra Nevada maple. What the hell was it? I think it was like a barrel aged maple stout, and it was the same thing. Not a lot of maple, but it was an epic.
Well, I know that they
stout.
did.
Like it was great.
They did the Norwal with coconut, which I did try, and then they did Bigfoot with ginger, and I tried that too. And then this one, I think the maple Scotch ale was probably one of the best. But they actually have a base of that. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
When they had a base I didn't even know they had a maple Scotch ale to begin with, let alone a barrel aged. So it was interesting. And the barrels tasted fresh. They didn't taste like they were charred or anything like that. At least in the beer, it didn't. But it was good. It was a solid, and it was $15.99, which was pretty good for a corked and caged brew.
Sweet. Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of their stuff is very expensive. Like a lot of their narwhal and the Bigfoot barrel aged stuff's usually like
those are easy 20
plus. Yeah. And so to see something under that's nice.
Now is that $20 for a 4-pack or
no for a 750?
Yeah. Are you serious?
For me, it's a 4-pack. It's about that much.
We talked about before, Ashley, but like craft beer in America is expensive. It's very, very much on par with what you guys pay. Some of them are crazy. Like, I mean, you guys got CBS this year, and I've said this multiple times. I repeat myself because that's what I do. Piece of shit. But CBS, where you guys got the 355 milliliter bottles, and you paid $850. Well, here in the States, we got $750, and it was $25 American.
US.
Yeah.
Plus you pay taxes on it.
Yeah, so it's like $30 Canadian.
Plus, it's about $28.
So you're
crazy.
So we were paying basically on average.
Probably closer to $33, $34.
Yeah, so we're paying like $15 to $17 American, or sorry, Canadian, which you guys are paying half that for your CBS. That's insane.
Is that due to taxes or just because of the amount?
Due to founders being pieces of shit.
It depends statewide, but like I know, like. For instance, like in Ohio, they had the Cleveland sin tax, so it's probably even more.
Yeah.
So it's probably it's probably almost $30. But here, I almost paid for it for like $28, $28.05.
Even so, if you're founders and you're in Michigan, bless you.
Bless you, Angus.
God bless you.
If you call it, bless you, Angus burgers. I'm so hungry.
Sorry,
very tasty.
Mighty Angus.
I'm a retard.
But it's so dumb because Founders is in Michigan, they're in the States, And you would think they would want to send it domestically to people at a reasonable price, and then to import it to other countries, it would be more expensive. It's the exact opposite.
It's like 3 states over.
Yeah, even the guys in the UK, I think they got their bottles for like $10, 10 pounds, which is still cheaper than what we paid. And they had to go across the fucking pond, and it's unreal to me that it's cheaper over there. It doesn't.
Yeah, that's what's crazy about Sierra Nevada too. Is like we have the new brewery in what is that, North Carolina, South Carolina?
Here's the thing, though. Like,
it's North Carolina.
It's still like as high as it is, and I'm like, what the hell?
See, once the beer leaves the brewery, though, like they can't control what the final ending price is, right? Like they're just selling it to the distributors. Correct?
Yeah, and they charge whatever they charge, but they have an MSRP. Like here is what we expect it to be charged on the open market. What it's supposed to be.
They might have to overcome. They might have to overcome the AB InBev / Miller Coors. Was it the bribery with all that? Like, hey, I'll pay you $500,000 if you don't carry their shit. Like
it's unreal. So in the LCBO, the Rodenbach has a beer. You guys the Caricature Rouge, right? Like it's
pronounced Character Rouge.
Whatever. You know what you're talking about. But so it is a sour with cranberries, sour cherries, and raspberries. And you guys are getting 750 milliliter bottles for $8.70.
Yeah.
In New York State, no exaggeration, that beer is between $30 to $35 American.
You're 35, mine's 30.
I passed through Ohio and they accidentally put it at the place I bought it at. It was $18.99, and even then it's expensive. You guys are getting it for like pennies. Fucking $6 American, $6.50 American. Yeah. I am buying them all and bringing them back wherever I can find them. I'm getting them all.
When they caught up on that, they jumped it back up, Joe. It was like $50, or it wasn't 50. It was like $30 almost.
It was fucking unreal that you guys get this for $8.70 Canadian.
I was gonna say, Joe, we still have the bottle, so if you want me to throw you
all of that Rodenbacher stuff, we would get in like single bottles, and like the and their Flanders Red would come in like a small 355.
Yeah,
I saw it in a 4-pack the other day.
Wow.
Yeah,
and that was awesome.
Like, they have the red, and they have one that's like, I think it's like a mix of like raspberries and something like that. They have 2 of them that they sell here.
Yeah. And I haven't had that one.
Yeah,
it's fucking fantastic.
Yeah, their beers, man, it's like great. I mean, it deserves the price for what they give you, because I feel like it delivers. So
and that Grand Cru, like when you mentioned earlier the balsamic flavor on whatever sour beer you had earlier, those are the notes that came through on the Grand Cru that I had from Rodenbacher, or Rodenbach, whatever.
Yeah, Rodenbach.
It was all like balsamic. It was like super, really tart, but it definitely had that real balsamic flavor to it. But very tasty stuff.
No, I'm always amazed at the imports you guys get in Ontario that's so cheap. Like the Rochefort 8 and 10 over there being like $3.80 or whatever a bottle. You come over here and it's $6 American for the same fucking thing, and it's unreal. Like I can go across the board and get it for literally half the price.
Yep.
And it's an amazing beer.
It is. Yep.
It's insane that you guys get those kind of deals. But it comes in macros, you guys get fucked, and that sucks. But I mean, if you're drinking craft, then you're not too upset because you don't care.
Right.
Yeah, so I'll bring up a couple cream ales if you and Jamie and whoever wants to try it. I don't know if I'll get the pounders, or maybe I'll just buy like a 12-pack of the 12-pack of the 355s is like $6.50, so not expensive.
Yeah. So this is the Grand Cru.
Okay.
I can't remember what.
Is that the Grand Cru? I don't
know what year it is. I don't know. It's probably on here somewhere. But I think I bought this like a couple years ago, so I still have that going. And then I got.
Oh, that's a tasty one. Joe sent me one of those.
I got the limited edition 2011 vintage of their
awesome
ale, and then I have their 2012 as well.
I think they're in white bottles now.
Yeah.
Don't be racist, Jamie. No, they might. Actually, I think they are actually.
Yeah, white with red printing.
What was the crazy beer I sent you, Nick? That was like super fucking expensive. The oak age something Belgian. I can't remember.
La Trappe Quad. Barrel
oh my god, that fucking $3.75 was like $21.
Yeah,
American.
Yeah, the oak aged one is really.
It was nuts, though. It was expensive.
It was crazy
expensive. These are $7.50.
Thank you for sending it to me. We did end up reviewing it.
You did finally, but it's still. I wouldn't want to pay. I wouldn't have bought that for myself.
I have the carrot.
Why'd you buy it for me? You didn't have to.
The bunch of it's behind.
I love you for it.
2014.
I bought it, Nick, because you wanted to try it, and I could get it, and you can't. That's how it works.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy how expensive.
I'm sorry. I know it's been like 4 years since I paid you back with the beers, so I brought up the Chads. But thank you for sitting through that.
No, it's not about payback.
And I'm sorry. I'm sorry it took me so long to get.
Nick's really fucking drunk right now.
I know, Nick. It's okay, man. It's okay. Settle down. It's all right. Everything's awesome. I mean, Lee just sent me a beer mail, and I'm happy. Now, the first beer I drank from it tonight was unfortunate.
Yeah, you had the Garrison.
Joe, you should have
Way to fuck that one up, Lee.
I still appreciate it, though. Even if I hate every single beer Lee sends me, it's all about having shit sent to you and being honest about it. That's like when the first beer mail I ever sent was to Lee, and I sent a bunch of stuff locally that I was like, I think he would enjoy trying it. Some of the stuff he didn't care for it. It's just all about letting people try stuff they can't get locally. That's what beer mail's about, and sharing stuff with people.
Personal taste.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to try stuff, and if you send something to somebody and they like every single beer, then you kind of know they're lying because it's almost impossible to
liar. Or they're just an alcoholic. I mean,
too, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Completely indiscriminate drinking.
I remember sending Big Flats to Lee, and then he did it with his brother when they lost the power. They had the fucking window open, and they hated it. And I was like, this is why I sent you this beer for this moment right here. Didn't know you're going to lose power, but I also
that would have been pretty epic.
Waiting for this moment.
It was fantastic.
It would have been either. Well, the thing is, it would have been either drink the Big Flats or man-on-man sex.
They're brothers, so no.
I didn't say with each other.
Well,
I mean, there's other men available.
I mean, that's on you. I feel like if you just assume that.
I don't even know where did this come from?
I don't know. I said that you and your brother did the Big Flats when you lost the power and you had the window open and the fan going and you guys were reviewing Big Flats. It was terrible. Absolutely so bad.
Mm-hmm.
I felt so bad because I'm like, not only are you drinking this, but you're drinking this without power. That makes it infinitely worse right from the get-go. Like, even if you liked it, you'd probably have to hate it because of the situation.
Yeah, I don't think, there was no way that was going to be good any way we did it.
No, it was gross. I mean, here's the thing. It wasn't, for me, I didn't find it absolutely just like drain pour worthy, but it was like, yeah, you could tell this is, like all the rest of the macros are here and this is down here. Because it's 50 cents a can.
I could have been like laying back on a lazy boy getting a blowjob from two supermodels, and I still wouldn't have enjoyed that beer.
Two redhead supermodels.
Yeah.
If there were two redheads in Kingston.
This is the 2015 Icebox from Kulmbacher. This is the one I was talking about, Nick.
Kulmbacher?
Oh, Kulmbacher.
Kulmbacher.
I thought you were saying Krombacher.
No, I pronounced that.
Ethan Flair, you want to do a dual review, baby? I have one of those.
That's how that. I saw a German guy doing a review, and he pronounced it that way. So ever since then, I've always said it that way.
So Nick, save that Satan's broadsword for like a week or two after you get back home. No,
okay, how old is your bottle of it?
Same as yours because they released it at the same time. That was the only time they released it.
Well, you know what? It's like a chili pepper imperial stout.
Yeah, we'll be all right. If we do it like next month, like in 2 or 3 weeks, we'll do it on. If you want on your channel or mine, doesn't matter, but we'll do it.
No, we'll do it on yours if you want.
That's cool.
You're going to be more popular than me at some point.
What beer is that?
Just a Bellwoods Brewery. How did you get that? Who sent it to you?
Greg sent it to me.
Yeah, sorry, Greg. What a nice guy Greg is. I would say let's do a trio review, but I don't want Greg on my channel, so no. Sorry, Greg.
Oh, this is going to be on Joe's channel?
Yeah.
Come on, Joe.
Joe, what? Are you get invited?
It'll bleed a bit.
Ethan, you can't get fucking beers from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, brewery only.
Well, what the hell? I got all of my friends here on right now live. They can't send me one or what? Like they hate me or
no?
Well, it's not that they hate you; they're just not big fans.
I'm pretty indifferent.
Shit!
I mean, they see your Trump love and they instantly unfriend you.
I still got my Canadian flag. I'll hang that back up.
Yeah, you better hang that shit.
Yeah, you better hang that shit up.
I'll betray my country.
So we missed a comment here, but Rod says he still gets the honey brown ale. Why? I have no idea. Neither do we. No idea.
Neither do we. It's flooded, man. Flooded market. Like,
Yo, that was a fucking huge product, like going back 10, 15 years ago.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You taking a picture of your beers over there? What are you drinking now? Like, what's everyone drinking?
I'm drinking the Pamplemousse.
Drink my juice Bigelow.
I'm about to drink. It's between two because we're talking about New England IPAs.
I just poured another homebrew actually because I'm running out of commercially produced stuff, and this is it's just a fucking red IPA. There we go.
Are you gonna bring some of that stuff to the share? Some of your homebrews?
I can if you guys are interested.
Yeah, just for like, I mean, I don't know if we'll do reviews because I don't know, but like,
you can
try it out.
I honestly don't care if people shit on it.
Well, no one's gonna shit on it. Greg might stick the bottles up his ass, but that's about the furthest it'll go.
As long as it's not his dick, I don't really.
Whoa! His pee hole would have to be pretty huge. Yeah, that's.
Do not stick your dick in the beer.
Yeah,
people have to share it.
It's Greg. Like we can't. There's no rules. Literally.
Well, Liam, I'm wearing my 3D glasses and that can is freaking me out.
It's awesome.
What's the can? Did Lee put a can?
Oh my god, I have to do this again.
Lee, come on, man.
Fucking minute.
Suck it up, princess.
Lee, get it together. Is that a Two Crows fucking beer again?
All I see is birds flying at me.
Oh, I'm rock hard. Now, why didn't you want to do a duo review of that, Lee? Instead, you wanted to do the Abyss and the alternate
I
reality.
don't know. I just picked them at random.
Motherfuckers! Now, I know the Abyss is like one of your favorite, right?
Yeah.
Is that from that brewery?
No, it's from Spindrift.
Oh, okay.
I can
That's
get
why when I hear
Spindrift.
Abyss, I think of the shoots, but
yeah. So Lee and I are on board. Nick, if you want to get it, we're going to do probably alternate reality between 7:30, and then we'll do the Spindrift at 8. So
I can't get the alternate reality, but I can get the Spindrift. If you're okay with me coming in, sure, I'll pop in.
Yeah, you better not Greg it up. No Gregging it up.
I'll get the juicy ass IPA from Flying Monkeys.
Holy fuck!
All I gotta say is, Nick, don't ruin this for Joe.
No, I mean if you show up, you're automatically ruining it. Just don't.
Yeah, it had to be professional.
Don't fuck it up.
If you can get it, just yeah, it's probably gonna be around 8 p.m. on Friday. So
I vouch for you, Nick. So don't you fuck this shit up.
All right.
Joe's never seen one of your reviews, so I mean,
I
told him you were good.
I assume you know what you're talking about based on these beer analysis, but I'm not really sure. I think so.
I told him you were good. My name's on the line here too. My reputation.
Besmirch your old Lee review name.
I'm bringing Lee out of retirement. Now, granted, it's not official because it's not on his channel, but like he's going to be reviewing a beer on my channel. So like we're halfway there.
You fucked this up, Nick. I'm gonna have to kill you.
You're halfway there.
This stuff we're gonna. This is serious shit. We're gonna have to. No.
I can already see. I'm gonna have to buy some garbage bags to fucking chop you up and put you in.
Behave yourself, Nick. That's all we're asking.
Beehive.
Take the 34% Greg you have in your body and just get rid of it.
You got 34% Greg in you? Wow.
Yeah, it's not your penis though. It's surprising.
Oh, well, that's disappointing.
Oh,
no one made that connection though. Don't worry about it.
Oh.
So I was gonna say the beer I'm drinking is Mispillion River.
what?
Pineapple Express.
The fuck
Reptilian?
It's from Delaware.
He said reptilian.
Mispillion.
Reptilian River.
Oh,
Where correct, Joe?
Where are they from? I have no idea.
Delaware. They're from Milford, Delaware.
I'll tell you where it's from. Fucking Reptilian River. It comes right out of Bohemian Grove.
Bohemian Grove. Oh my god.
It's called their Pineapple Express Milkshake Style IPA.
Hillary Clinton's a reptile. She's a reptilian from Bohemian Grove.
Oh man, you sound just like Alex Jones.
Hollow Earth.
Yeah, it's a joke. Fucking flat Earth.
He does too, yeah.
9/11 was an inside job.
Find my bone broth.
The moon landing was fake.
Drink some caveman.
Fucking fantastic stuff.
That's some good caveman.
It's what is that? What's the date on that? 4 or 5?
We should ask Earth if he's flat.
Oh, he's totally. Earth's not flat.
It's not flat. It's hollow.
Fuck no, it's not flat.
It is hollow. It's a hollow tube.
Yeah, and that's where Hitler is
Right?
stationed
Yeah,
right now.
yeah, that's where he's
there.
there. Hitler's
Pipes and tubes.
Hitler's
Yeah, I'm
100
just gonna
years old,
say,
just hanging out. No
They
big
found
deal.
his U-boat off the coast of, was that Denmark or Copenhagen?
I don't know, because we don't listen to batshit insane things.
I'm just saying, it's possible. It's fucking possible now.
Yeah, and it's, it's possible Greg has like a 9-inch penis. Probably
But I
not.
hate it
It's
though.
Let me
possible.
tell you something, Americans.
I saw the
Good friend of
report
mine.
that,
Good
and
friend of mine, Art Bell.
they
He's trying to
said-
expose the aliens and the reptiles.
They said that it's
conspiracy. He's dead. It's
and
conspiracy.
The Clintons had him killed. Bohemian Grove.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
man.
Fucking Alex Jones. Oh,
You know, that's the thing with Alex Jones I hate though, is that he
If that he
says
exists.
1,000 random fucking shit things, and then if one of them sticks, he's like, I told you it was gonna happen.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
like he's
just
throwing shit at the wall, and if he hits 1 out of 100, he's like, "Oh, I fucking was right." What
it's
about the
all-
99 that you were wrong on, dumbass?
So that way, when people tell him what he knows, then he'll just have a fucking list of shit that he's just gonna say that he was right about, even though everybody else was saying it.
Yeah, he's
I told all you the sun was going to rise tomorrow. The reptilians tried to stop it.
Well, that man, he's just so annoying to where it's the point where it's like, every little thing that happens, whether it's government or ungovernment related, it's like you just gotta take it to like 1,000.
Well, he's a fake anyway.
comes to that
He's a phony.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Who
is.
is this guy?
Alex
Oh,
Jones.
listen.
Do I want to know?
You
Yeah,
do,
you do
but you
because
don't.
he's entertaining as fuck.
Dude,
He is like-
InfoWars.com, bro.
He's like one of those dudes that you can't believe he's trying to be serious, but he is.
But you know what? Some of the other guys on there, they actually aren't that bad. Some of the other guys on there when they're reporting, but it's like when Alex Jones is up there, he's just fucking coked out of his mind, fucking just like yelling.
He's a little bit more than just coke.
He's like Ric
probably
Flair.
about
He's
half
literally
dozen.
like Ric Flair, just fucking like red in the face, fucking all that shit. Like,
Yeah, like
listen, I'm as fit as I was in my 20s.
Yeah, his show is like a 3-hour Ric Flair promo, which
Nice.
yeah, it's
A bunch of woo.
All I do is drink the bone broth.
oh, there's a lot of women.
Caveman. Bone broth.
a lot of horse shit. I'll tell you that
Drink
much.
the bone broth.
Yeah.
That's some good caveman.
The fucking bone
Bone
broth.
Like a salesman selling you bullshit.
Oh my god.
This
It's
is
pretty
better than
fantastic.
tinfoil on your head.
Oh my god.
Bone broth.
Yo, Alex
Joe, you
Jones.
seem like a dad who's really disappointed by his children.
I have that feeling every time I see you on one of these fucking things, Greg.
That's what I do. Would it help if I took my shirt off?
No, it would not. It would like actually, if you could maybe wear another shirt,
Just
probably
to-
help a little bit. Just a couple shirts, maybe like 3 of them.
What if my wife takes her shirt off?
I mean,
Sure.
then that's cool if she's not on camera. If she's on camera, then Nick probably gets his channel deleted. So either way, it's a win-win.
Well, what the hell? What about the whole free the nipple movement? Like that?
Yeah, I'm
that's
pretty sure
racist.
YouTube isn't on board with that. At least not
Yeah,
in
they're
videos.
not so egalitarian as that.
All right, fine. You don't get to see my wife's boobs. Fine.
As much as YouTube likes to pretend they're social justice and all that shit, they're not
Babe,
really.
you're not allowed to show your boobs on YouTube.
Except for offline, then it's
We
okay.
can go offline. She can show her tits.
Well,
you know what,
she
Nick?
technically could if you started a channel that was like some sort of like health-based
Yeah,
channel.
it has to
Like,
be health related. That can be like.
Well, yeah, if it were like
I'm gonna feel up my
breastfeeding or
boobs.
something,
Yeah,
you could probably get
breastfeeding.
away with it.
Well, she doesn't have a kid, but it's like I'm gonna feel up my boobs for lumps and shit like that.
yeah.
That's true too. If she wants to do this shit.
All right.
You could do.
Nick,
Okay,
we don't
Nick,
need you doing that.
you
Nick.
need to-
Come on, you know what? You want to do this?
No, we don't. We want you to stop. Actually,
Hey,
Nick,
Can we
no,
take this
no,
offline
listen,
for
Joe,
him?
Keep going, Nick. Keep going.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right,
So
I think
so
it's
Joe,
a cute.
So
we have
Joe,
7
Nick
people
is,
watching. You just
Nick is now off the review. We'll just.
yeah.
you could
Nick,
do.
that's why I don't trust
cosplay.
Nick.
Why? Because you're worried I'm gonna do this shit while we're on. I gotta totally do it now.
Nick,
I
remember
don't want-
last
I
week
don't
were
want you
telling
to
us how Asian
ruin-
people are terrible drivers.
Because we need to keep this as professional as we can. Because it's like beer analysis 101.
Chris Peters killed those women.
Okay, we're going offline.
Are we
Thanks for
serious?
watching, folks. And we'll see you. You know what? Maybe I'll do something Saturday. Maybe it'll be next
That
week. when I'm
escalated quickly.
Chris
Yeah.
Peters pooped at
Thanks
Tim
for having me
Hortons.
on.
All
I
right.
appreciate
Nope.
it. I want
Problem.
to thank God. I want to thank America.
This isn't the Oscars. We need to settle down, Ethan.
All
I want
right.
to thank Chris Peters for helping me with my anxiety.
All right. There you go. All right. We'll talk to you folks later.
Yes.
Cheers.